Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. And this with two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltoppers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Looking for a gap. It's Rousseau. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Scanning the field, it's Moses. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Moses. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move, creates some space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense, quick tempo.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they...
Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's got it. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Toppin. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The give.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situation.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the O.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, he'll fire. He looks that one in nicely. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They get to the line quickly. The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This is a 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Using the quick game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Jones. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Moses. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still looking. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wide out in motion. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Turns it loose deep. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
With the carry, it's the runback.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
The Hilltoppers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Shoots it to the left. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A first down for the offense. On the ground, it's Toppins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got his man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Moses. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Pocket starts to collapse. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Rousseau. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Line gets set. First down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
2nd down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, WKU. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cano. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third down, going up top. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his target down the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the air. It's Moses. The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's looking for an open man on second down. The short hands, it's Cano. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to the air one more time. Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out quickly. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in a hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Moses. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Rousseau. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
2nd down.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse,